Innsmouth, stranger.
So today I'm at the Innsmouth Literary Festival here in Bedford, which I'm helping to organise. And of course the main part of the day is authors and talking to authors and some author panels, but we also have a lot of gaming going on as well. So let's go and have a look and see what's happening in the games room. So we've got 4 Call of Cthulhu role-playing games going on. There's Paul Fricker of the Good Friends of Jackson Elias, Brian Patrick, Matt Sanderson, and there's Steph running the 4th game. So these are one-shot games that are running for a few hours. And we also have it in attendance the Bedford Gladiators putting on a couple of different types of games. Hi Dave, we meet again.
We meet again. Yeah, we're having a lull because the chaps are walking around having a look what's on at the show.
Jolly good. So it's the Pacific Islands game that we saw at Peterborough.
It is. We're back again. Another outing.
And did you make any changes to it as you played it a couple of times now? Any major changes?
Well, the only change we've done, for those that know bolt action, is previously we'd got a dice for every single unit. We're now reducing it down to 12 dice total.
Right.
Which makes it go through the turns a bit quicker, and it could also be a little bit more aggressive in some ways because you're thinking, oh, I really need to move that, or a bit more decision things.
So it pushes things along a little bit.
Pushes things along, yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So we got to sort of the end of when I think we've got like 22 units of Marines on, so you get down to sort of 18, 19 dice and spent, and you're like, oh, what else do I want to do? So 12 dice makes it go.
Nice, nice. Well, it's looking as splendid as ever. And here's some more Bedfordians with a very nice Cthulhu cultist game, I believe.
Yeah, it's just getting out. It's only move 1, but all these dead heroes and cultists. And
what's the basic idea we've got here?
Can we get? I've got the box. Oh, here you are. An eminent professor of cryptoarchaeology has been kidnapped by the evil cultists, along with his beautiful daughter, and taken away to an unknown location.
Yep.
Having arrived at the site, they found his dead secretary, who told them before dying they've taken him to the abbey. Right. The 160 abbeys in Belgium. They have to work out which of the 160 abbeys you've been taken to.
Right.
So far, we've whittled the list down to 71.
And we've got, if I'm not mistaken,
Brains Trust are in there.
There we go. That's the research going on.
Yeah.
And these guys have got to hold back the waves of cultists attacking.
Yep.
Nice.
So it's a combination really of
waves of
Zulu and
cultists
Universal
attacking.
Challenge.
Waves of cultists attacking the kitchen.
It's Zulu with the peasants.
Yep. So
And then the second part is they actually
assuming they find out where the temple is, they go to the temple and hopefully rescue the Professor and the Virgin by translating a bit of the alien.
Oh, there we go.
We tell them how to do it.
Authentic alien. Yeah. Do you have any clue what that means?
Not so far, but we live in hope. We live in hope.
Excellent. Nice one. Thank you, chaps.
No problem.
So that's our gaming room. Lots of activity going on in there. We've got a traders hall as well. Traders selling all different types of stuff, but one in particular we're going to go and talk to, Empire Games. So here we are at Empire Games stall.
Hi there.
So you're selling a lot of sort of mythos and Cthulhu stuff today?
Yeah, so what we've got today, we've got a game here which is Mythos, which is like a small scale skirmish game based in the Mythos world. So there's magic and sanity come into it. It's sort of set 1920s, and you have factions with a few normal people, and then you've got like beasts and creatures built into it. So with the mechanics of the game, sanity plays heavily in it because there's like mythos and magic in here and sanity, and as you use mythos and magic abilities, you are affecting your sanity. So with the character sheets, they have a score on them, and when you get to that score, you flip the whole character sheet, and your character evolves because of the insanity.
That's kind of
So it's a nice sort of. It really can really flip the game, because obviously the more you're hammering the magic, the more chance it is that you're gonna go insane.
And I suppose at
because
some
of it.
point
So-
you need to hammer the magic in order to
Yes,
to,
yeah,
do what you've got to get
to
done.
meet the objectives. So.
Yeah. And I see you've got, is this Mr. Lovecraft himself you've
So
got here?
that is Mr. Lovecraft himself. That was actually 3D printed. We 3D print miniatures in resin. We have a lot of different mythos and Lovecraft related miniatures. This one itself is twice scale for display, but usually they're sort of like the 28mm scale to match most gaming figures.
Or I suppose you could have a giant Lovecraft in the game.
Yeah, you can scale up to what you need, but
So tell us a little bit about Empire Games. Are you mail order? Do you have an actual
yeah, so
shop?
Empire Games Store, it started off as a game store in Great Yarmouth many years ago, and we've got the brand completely online now, so we're doing a number of different games. So we do the Mythos, we do other War Cradle games like Wild West Exodus and Dystopian Wars, and then Mantic games sort of like Kings of War and Dead Zone and Firefight. So the whole sort of sci-fi, fantasy gaming, tabletop gaming. So
Excellent. Well, thanks a lot for coming along
Great,
today.
thank you very much.
Brilliant.
Thank you.